Brooke, do you want to say anything to the people?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy tuning in. I know it's going to be kind of chaotic, but once we get our flow going, I think it's going to be a little bit entertaining.
Ah, we got this.
Yes.
Round 1 is always a little bit hectic and getting things up and running. You get everything
up and running. And
All right, so we have Kit, our first player. And she goes for the million scoop. That's all right. See, Arena's really cool because you can play skee ball and pinball at the same time
without the risk of breaking windows. Now, the interesting thing, we're going to see how many of these players know about just how much reward there is with that skill shot.
Yeah.
Because it's huge. Huge, huge, huge. So Kid is out with about 54,000 on ball number 1. Julie is sneaking a view of this behind us.
So what is the Twitch feed?
Oh, here, I can show you.
Yeah, he'll show you right now. Here is Virginia traveling in from beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you know anything about Replay FX or Pop,
Twitch.tv/Smokin.
you know of Virginia and Petey. You know how awesome they are. Is that going to get there?
Hot.
Yes.
Because it's an initialism.
Helping all women together. Is that what they call those initialisms?
Yeah, a lot of people call them acronyms, which is fine, because the purpose of language is to communicate ideas. It doesn't matter if you're 100% correct. But you know, I think I mentioned we're doing the camera test. I think a lot of games are going to come down to the skee ball shot.
I think a great majority of them will, for sure. We know Virginia knows about this. You may have heard us talking, I don't want to say off camera because there is no off camera.
Yeah.
But the fact that she owns this machine and the Gladiator that is at Replay every year is their Gladiator. It's their machine. So,
Deborah
if
steps up
anybody
with the
is familiar with
fingerless
this, she is, yeah. We're rocking a little of everything. Fingerless gloves, stern pinball cap,
Stern pinball jacket,
stern pinball jacket,
stern pinball swag,
Bunk t-shirt.
a little bit of dance moves.
Oh my.
Tilt Amusements
my.
sticker on the back of her phone, I think.
That's right.
We have a walking billboard, y'all.
Deborah, sponsored by Tilt. Why I never. Oh, look at that. She's sneaking in a rule set look here.
Is that an upside down pog?
I'm not sure what that is. Cody, I don't know what you posted, and I'm scared of it. I'm very scared of it. She's going to get there. Oh, right there. So close.
The mic is probably close enough where you could hear that reaction in real time.
I may have turned it up a little bit, too.
Open mouth pog. So, for those... She's played it at my house. Hey.
Yep.
So for those that may not understand, or have not played it before, that launch into the skee ball shot's a big one. You'll see her going through that, I want to say left, it's not really an orbit, but the left orbit-ish, to try to get up to the rollovers up top. That's how you lock balls. And then we have our color-coded ramp, which will change based on various things. I apologize, they have way too many games for me to be an expert on everything. But having done some plays. And then, as previously promised, here is Brooke.
This is Brooks Bradley. She, as we said,
The maitre d' of everything going on here.
our host today and a wonderful pinball player in her own right. Oh, tough break for her.
And as we say, welcome to the arena.
That's right. So, looks like that puts her at about 35,000 on ball number 1. Still plenty,
All right, here
still
we
plenty
go.
of time to catch up. No,
Need a
nothing to
skee
worry
ball
about
shot
yet.
here.
Just missed.
This is like when you're playing skee ball and you just go for the 100 shot every time, because there's no reason not to. It's just how pinball
Hold that
is.
almost Lazarus back up there.
Oh, we see the head in the play field cam.
And there's Phoebe with the info. Light pit to light your center ram, and that opens the gate to get back to the million shot. So if you're watching chat, now is your time to pay attention, although we don't have to tell that to Virginia.
Also, please feel free to pinsplain to us in the chat. Cause like I said,
I'm all for it.
Because like I said, Scott and I, we play, but there's way too many things here for us to know everything about everything. A lot of these older games I wrote down in my notes and spell things. Cause
Hit the blinky lights. That's what you do. The lane that goes under the ramp, complete the lanes to light the lock.
Yeah, see that I gathered when
Yeah.
playing it, because and that's what I really liked about this game, is that it's almost, see, in fighting games we use a term called set play. It's this idea that like you always want to do the same thing, in the sense that like there's a really specific pattern, hit it.
Ooh, that came down so fast I think it caught her off guard a little bit.
But we got the unicorn.
The same as
head
scripting
there.
your first few plays in a football game.
Yep.
You know what you want to do, and it's a matter of execution. Not quite enough oomph on that shot for Deborah, unfortunately. She's sitting at about 190,000, it looks like right there.
Oh, right up to that shot. And now we have our first one.
All right, there it is. Which will give her another plunge.
Here we go. Is this going to be our first million of the 24
That's going to
hours?
have to go around again. Oh, too much momentum got stopped right there. I think the power was good, but the clog up on the left side right there took the momentum away.
For those watching that may not have played, they're just like, just hit the skill shot. It's actually pretty hard to hit.
Yeah, the comparable we used earlier, I think, is Fireball.
Yep.
You know, the only difference is Fireball requires an immense level of precision. This requires precision and I think a little bit of luck. Probably about 80% precision, 20% luck would be how I'd phrase it.
And 100% reason to remember the name.
That's right. And there it is. There comes the next shot. No, she might have multi. No, she's got it.
All right. The million shot is not lit, but if she hits it here, that's going to be very sad.
Doesn't get it. Probably the right time not to get it. Nap Arcade is hosting the stream. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
We very, very much appreciate that host. So now just keep that in play.
Yeah, I hit it a couple times earlier when we were just showing it, and I was trying to
She
find
has
a
multi-ball now.
Nice. Now, I want to say your quote-unquote jackpots are rollovers in the Rams, is my understanding of
Yes.
this.
So that's about 450,000 in points right now.
Just got the projector, 104 screens set up in the new house. You guys, my first broadcast, which Pinball actually works at that size.
Evan, we are number one. We are honored that you have chosen us to be the first broadcast. Number two, I am hyped that you have the big old screen and projector set up in the new place up in Pittsburgh. And number three, soon you're going to be watching one of your fellow Pittsburgh cohorts in Virginia playing. And we're super happy to have you on. Super happy.
Shout outs to PA.
All our friends up at the Replay Foundation and Replay FX. Nice ball for Deborah right there. She is up to 900. She's over a mil.
Yeah, and so this is why we mentioned that million skill shot's going to come into play.
It
Because she
is.
did a lot, but it could all be beat by one nice punch.
It can.
Yep, and that's sort of, in my opinion, that's like an equalizer.
In fact, she is the only player at a million. I thought we had a million skill shot on here already. But I do not see it right now. Deborah's 1 mil is definitely in first place at the moment. Looks like Brooke is helping with the ruling real quick. This Neutron has proven to be a little challenging right now.
It's like one particular spot.
Yeah. Irvin's going to go over and provide a quick assist right now, so Britt can go hopefully very soon and play her game. Deborah has come over as well. That's that sense of community too. We're all helping to make sure the machines are playing okay. Everything we can do with having multiple people being techs, it's all good. So here is Brooke. Shots lit. That went through clean. Oh, but it bounced back to the right side. So with that, she is in play now.
Working towards our locks here.
First of the 3 pitch shots. And another tough drain, this time on the left side, whereas the first one was on the right. So she will sit at about 90,000 right now in 4th place. So here comes Kit. Deborah has a nice lead in first place right now with that million, but it's still a very close game for the other 3 spots. Oh, it bounced right over it. No. It's
Hi, Cindy Lou, 2112. 212?
We know that's Cindy.
Is that?
Colorado Cindy.
That's right.
That is, yep, that is her. How's Colorado treating you? Are you excited to have all of our Ohio friends come visit you and play a lot of really high-level pinball along with you out in Colorado? I'm hyped for it. It's going to be a very fun week with Pin Masters and the North American Championships this week. Tough break for Kate right there. She will end at just a little over 300,000 right now in 2nd place. As Evan, here you go. Here's Virginia for you.
You're gonna be in Columbus when everyone's out in Denver. Oh.
Oh no. Well, number one was that she got it.
And we have.
There is the mill. She is at 1.3 in first place.
You may have heard the excited woo. I was saying woo earns.
Did we just get some moves going on in here?
We got one.
Woo! Now we got two. And a tough break right there, but
The million shot.
arena
Equalizer.
looks cool. You're making me want to get one. Yeah, does Pinball Map have any arenas on location anywhere? That's a very good question. I mean, we were talking about that earlier, the lack of on-location Gottliebs. If there was any place that I think would have it within maybe a 200-mile radius of here, speaking of things in Louisville, Rec Bar. Because Rec Bar down there, and probably the new Rec Bar 812, has a ton of Gottlieb machines. So if they had it, it would not shock me in the least. But we'll see.
I imagine Gottliebs are collector's items these days.
Yeah.
They're rare.
They're not quite as in demand for play, but they're still really people enjoy certain ones.
Super Mario Gottlieb is a personal favorite of mine.
The gameplay on it's not wonderful, but I think everyone loves it just because
The sound.
the sounds and because it's Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
My buddy Matt Madsen, game junkie Matt Madsen, had a Super Mario Brothers for the longest time, and that's why he had it, because of the video game connection to it, for sure.
And I love that, like, so they have all the original, like, Super Mario sounds in that game,
Yes.
but then couldn't get, like, a realistic voice for Mario, so it's like Mario the movie Mario.
Yes.
I gotta get to the bumpers. Like, real gruff Italian worker.
Hired than some Captain Lou Albano. God rest his soul. Oh, the Mushroom World. That's the small one, right?
Yeah, there
She
we go.
got it.
And with
Huge
that, she
shots.
takes first.
Back in
off
first with 2 million points. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Now remember, Jason, when I talk about rock, because I know our buddy John Geiger has one, I have to say it is
How well I play.
How well?
I'm a horsey.
I made a reference earlier because someone said woo, and I said I was saying woo earns.
I was saying movers.
And is Deborah going into another multi-ball? Is that what I see here? Or is it just a lock?
I think that was just a lock.
You don't have the million shot.
Multi-ball shot, yeah. I am amused right now at the fact that we can see the ball going around in the sport cam.
Oh,
Thank you, Reflections. Yeah, Rock's all about the spinners. That's a fun one that we do have the opportunity to play. I believe it was in state championship in the 2018 Ohio States.
Oh,
Now she'll get another plunge, but again, the million not lit.
it's
Alex is in chat. Alex, how you doing, man? Alex, send me a level 1 graphic. I want to put it on the stream here. They're a sponsor and I didn't have one, so send it to me.
Please. Or
Yes.
just post that emote every 10 minutes. That works too.
Please do that. Yes, emotes every 10 minutes is good. Level 1 and sponsor gift cards for the event here too. Just send me a level 1 graphic, anything, in a square.
DJ has those.
Well,
Oh,
then-
the million shots.
Well, then tell DJ to send me one. I know. I haven't asked him. There we go. Now bringing it too. Nice shot. Is that 3.5 million now? That is
She's
sensational.
creating a mountain.
This is how you get 7 points in this tournament. She is earning it right now in every possible way. Trying to get that target shot. Oh, could not save it on the flipper. Nonetheless, smile on her face. She was
That's a
sensationally
solid
happy with
lead.
3.5 million. As Brooke is now in full on catch-up and needs about 250,000 points to get third.
Hey,
The million point would go a long way. That's nice. Oh, it went the wrong way.
Would one of you be able to help us figure out
Which one?
I don't know.
Yeah, Irvin's going to go help on the machine real quick here. I'll keep talking it through. Alex, I hope you're having a good Saturday. Are you up at level 1 right now, or are you just at home chilling out? Also, aside, I may have some Marvel vs. Capcom 2 player coming in to play with you on Monday night because they're dropping off some retro hardware for me. I'll tell you about that fun in a minute. Brooke not able to make it up, 156,000. So she will end up, unfortunately, in 4th place in this game. Deborah with the win. I believe Virginia in 2nd, Kit in 3rd, and Brooke in 4th. They will take the 7, 5, 3, and 1 points. As Deborah showing off their scores one more time for everybody here. That is where we stand. Let's take a look at our match screen real quick here. Let you guys know where everything is at. Does not include the most up-to-date game of Arena just yet. But we can tell you 3 of the games are into a 3rd round. Holly has a shot at that bounty for round number 1 here. She has gone 2 for 2 between Cyclone and Black Knight Swords of Rage against really good competition.
And Dr. Dude's, I don't know that Holly plays Dr. Dude though.
I don't think she played that back when that was at Arcade Super Awesome either, because that was in the Mill collection. I don't think she's played. She's won a Mill tournament, but I don't remember if Dr. Dude was there at the time. So we'll see. Black Knight is in the road for group number 3. That is Molly, Diane, and Lindsay. Lindsay with the 11-8 lead over Diane right there. And Julie Dorsers with Tron Legacy and Solar Ride has 11 points. Christy with 8, winning on Solar Ride, and Gilly with 5. So a lot of very good competition. We can tell you once this updates for round number 1 that Deborah will have 12 points. Virginia, I believe, will also have 12 points. So a good start for both of them, no matter how this last game goes. That's going to put them probably in a top 6 position or even top 7 or 8 in the group play. So a good start for both of them in these machines here.
Yeah. So now,
hey, we got Keystone Defiant in the house. Thank you for following, my man. Chris, and we've said it publicly on here, but we'll say it again. Thank you for your help with making sure this layout looked as amazing as it does. That is your hard work in action right now, and I am very appreciative that you were able to put that together for us. And thank you so much. Pin Lizzie, thank you for that follow as well.
Thank you for the follow.
And I think I missed it the first time, so I'm going to show him a little love again. The man, the legend, the Berg Bookie is also following the stream. Thank you so much for doing that. Very much appreciated. We probably have people watching on 5-inch phones and 104-inch projection screens.
We're spanning the spectrum right now.
Spanning everything. BQ Heath.
Is that
Brian? That's got to be Brian.
It's got to be Brian.
That's got to be Brian. Brian, thank you for that follow. Is it bad that I'm going to screenshot that right now so I remember that that's a Switch name?
Yeah.
Because I'm a lazy bum and I don't want to write it down, even though it's 7 letters. Here, let me spend 200K on a screenshot as opposed to 7 bytes to write down a name.
Yup.
Welcome to the internet.
So again, we just got a little. It's pretty easy to remember. Yeah, it's either the candy bar or it's you. So we're not randomly talking about Heath bar. So
no, not that Heath bars are freaking amazing.
Heath bar cookies, game changer.
Oh my! I have had Heath bar cookies. Heath bar blizzards.
You know, Dairy Queen's not popular down south.
No. What is popular down there? Other than
used to be Crystals, yeah, but Crystals out of business.
No, I think they're just reorganizing. They're not going away.
I mean, they filed bankruptcy.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Also, like, White Castle is literally Crystals but better, so...
My friend Steven would argue that to the hilts, because he is from Alabama initially, and he is Crystal Burgers all day, every day. He's in D.C. now, and I know he's missing the fact that he cannot have Crystal Burgers. If someone wants to clip that so I can send it to him, that'd be great.
I mean... I remember in Florida when all the rallies turned to Checkers, and I thought it was like some new company. It turns out it's like the same.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not like we don't really have like a different fast food meta down there. There's just a lot of things you guys have here that we don't.
That's true.
Like Long John Silver's. We are going to be changing games every round. We got a little unlucky that only one group was on Arena this round. So. As Scott mentioned earlier, it's a static setup, so we're not moving cameras. We are literally going to move the pinball machine.
Yes, which is going to create an interesting meta too, because you're not going to be able to predict how the machine's going to play when it moves from one part of the floor to the next.
Right.
There could be very minute differences that come with that move. They can't plan for it.
So right now, it's just unfortunate. Just got a little unlucky with the seating this time. But the next round, they're supposed to be 90 minutes long, or I guess until someone's finished.
Yes. And along with that, we've got, we're going to be, all the games are in game number 3 right now.
Yep.
So there's a good chance that's going to allow us to move the game very, very soon. At least the next round can be called out.
Yep.
And then we can make our arrangements to move machines before it gets too far in.
When Jennifer is done, then I'll kind of see if we can get a heads up on that.
Should I go play some really bad pinball right now on Arena?
Go for it. Go for it, Scott. You guys are going to see a rare thing. Scott playing instead of talking.
Right.
You're not wrong.
But hey, don't let Scott fool you. He's taking our dollars at Getaway. He's done it. Or, excuse me, he's taking our Monopoly fun money at Getaway.
I take everybody's money at Super Electric. I just suck at the tournaments.
Hey.
Thanks a lot, man.
Scott's going to go for the 1 million shot here. Is he going to hit it? Hey.
It's all right.
Effort.
That's right.
We take those. So you'll probably see a lot of this as we sort of, just as for clarity, Scott and I are not participating in the tournament. This is a Bells and Chimes sponsored event. It is a women's pinball league. No lies, I love that. Yeah, that skill shot to me is one of the coolest things about pinball. I remember, for me, being relatively new, I was watching, I think it was Worlds or Nationals, something like that, and watching like all the pro players like play this game. I was like, man, that game looks so cool.
I need to be nudging.
All right, here we go. Scott has a chance to match the last place score of the last game we just had. Oh, for 3.
That was closer.
The right lean is real.
That was horrible.
Yeah, we got time, run it back.
What's that?
So we got time, run it back.
Another?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, put in a 2-player. We'll musical chairs it.
That sounds good.
All right, you're on the official dead air stream hours of the Bells and Chimes sponsor 24-hour Bells Bunkin. You have player 1, Scott, aka Sav. Player 2 is going to be me, Irvin Torres. Although I hear Jen making an announcement. Okay, no, they're playing their last game. Gets his ball up to the top left. Write some letters. Woo. There we go. That's the rhythm. Yeah, you gotta actually hit the light on that one. It's supposed to pulling it in, making it look easy. There we go. Take another shot at the 1 million right here. If you're just now tuning in, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate your follows to help Crazy Marvins as well as Smokin Hawt. We are going to be live here 24 hours. This is the Bells and Chimes 24-hour Bunkin. We will have some breaks. I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors, including, of course, Crazy Martins, Stern, Level 1 Bar and Arcade, Arcade Super Awesome, Arcade Legacy, and a few others, which, Tilt Amusements. I have the whole list. I'm being a little lazy right now. But thank you so much. And, give a shout out to our sponsors. Please hit some buttons for us, follow, etc. And I'm going to step up. Don't laugh at me. Unfortunately, Level 1 Bar and Arcade.
That's right. They are a sponsor. They provided gift cards for winners today, and so many different places did. Along with the entry fees that were paid into this. Crazy Martins is doing a lot as well. That's right. Thank you for that follow, man. Appreciate it. Cindy Lou is now following as well. We're going to get to see her shout out in just a minute here. I'm definitely starting to get a feel for that left orbit shot that goes all the way up through to the top captures there. Oh, tough break for her. Get him right there.
I gotta fight for those.
You gotta fight in general for the stuff on this machine, no doubt. Alright. Ball 2, here we go.
Ball 2. Scott and I's dead air. We should give a running total. Who wins dead air games?
Did you get your tickets?
Pinburg tickets, everyone.
Tease me like this. Just scream through.
bouncy ball. And here you can the worst looking bell, says Evan Bookbinder. Hey now, no bully. Scott is a beautiful human being. Unless you're... Am I still moving to Denver? There's a lot of question marks on that, Cindy. My job has an office in Centennial, and so technically that's open to me at any point. I could give a call and be like, I'm transferring to Centennial. My thing is, though, is that I'm working on a lot of different things, like promotions, new opportunities, locales. I went back to Columbus just because it was cheaper. But Denver is still an option for me. It's either going to be stay in Columbus, go to Denver, or go to Boston. I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, I like Columbus a lot. Yeah. For what I'm paying and what I'm living in Columbus, it would cost like 3 times as much in Denver. So, anyways, let me step up and embarrass myself real quick. Oh, free!
Pinball pool's coming over here? Okay, nice. All right, we just got the announcement. The next game that's coming in is Pinball Pool.
If you want to do that now, I can turn this, I can stop.
No, go ahead, go ahead. Yes. You are good.
I hit the million shot, by the way.
Son of a... Yeah, that's true. Columbus is... Ohio in general is super, super affordable to live in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to live in Colorado at some point in my life, but just too many things are keeping me here right now.
So,
But 10 years from now, you never know.
and in case people didn't know, I'm from Florida. I've only lived in Ohio on and off for about 3 years. A lot of people leave Florida and move to Denver and never come back. We used to always say...
Let Irvin tell you about how excited he is to see snow in Ohio.
Oh yeah, man. I am... So, being born and raised in Florida, the other day I had to brush this thick white powder off my vehicle, and someone told me I needed like a brush and a scraper to make that happen. I'm like, where are the hurricanes, y'all? Like, why are we dealing with snow? I'll never forget it. My first fall here, it got down to like 40. And I was just shivering. I was dead. I was just like, I can't do this, guys. Please take me home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And it just, Kim made fun of me relentlessly. So I hit a skill shot, and Scott's playing pinball.
I'm not going to get there.
Did you get me?
No. Oh my god, I was 30,000 off.
Not even close.
Let the record show that I earned my points.
I hear you,
did
I hear
two.
you.
You
Two
did
in a
two.
row?
Is he going to do 2 in a row? No, okay. But that shot is, I believe, worth 75,000. It goes 25, 50, 75, and then straight to $1 million. It's basically Plinko rules at that point. You get on the edges, you don't get very much, but you get in the middle, you get all the money and all the love from your player. One more look at our standings page right now, our match page, I should say. One of the matches is done, and I think this was one that had. This was the Diane and Molly and Lindsay group. Both Diane and Lindsay, similar finishes, 15 points each. Molly has 6 points. Up in the other games, the only possibility for a perfect round is still Holly Koskinen, depending on how she plays on Dr. Dude right now, as Jen is showing for just a minute. How you feeling?
Oh.
And we're one round in, and you're already grinning like crazy.
It's not. It's
Slap
It's
happy?
more. Yeah. It's more just like
Ooh.
I think after these first couple of rounds, we get kind of some of the like logistical things all
We're getting
settled.
there, for
We're
sure.
getting there for sure. You know,